My name is Deshaun Harrison, and I'm making this recording in propria persona. Let the record show that I, party creditor, reserve all my rights per the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Um, uh, the United States Constitution and Common Laws UCC 1-308 without prejudice. Making this recording because I be doing my little scrolling till some work come through, putting in these applications, just doing my little daily grinds and shit. And came across a video. A girl was like, "You're not a peaceful woman." For one, I don't know why people keep confusing me as a woman due to the zodiac thing. Due to the zodiac thing. It's getting to the point where like I don't even have no emotion about what people say about me no more. So what? So what? I'm getting to the point where it's like, do something about it. Because at the end of the day, everybody knows who is wrong and what is wrong. And if you want to justify wrong by saying that me disrespecting something loudly, like they call it disrespect, but what I call it is truth. I call it seeing it for what it is instead of for what I want it to be. They say that I'm jealous. Only thing that I can get jealous about is if it's mine. That's the type of nigga I've always been. I ain't ever jealous about something that's not mine. Whether it be a bitch, whether it be my homies, whether it be some money, or whether it be family. I ain't ever jealous about something that is not mine. If it ain't mine, what fuck need I be? What fuck I need to be jealous for? That's like me saying I'm looking at the next nigga bitch and I'm jealous of him for that bitch. No, fuck I can be jealous for. That's like me saying, like they saying I'm disrespecting. I guess what the divine services. I'm disrespecting it, right? But it's not the disrespect that it's not disrespect. Like, what's disrespectful is if you want to date with somebody or you out with somebody and that's somebody you out with goes to go see somebody while you on that date. That's disrespectful. Me speaking my mind, that's not disrespectful. I'm just speaking my mind, speaking my piece. They can call it what they want, though. They can call it what they want. I don't care about that no more. They can call it what they want. Because at the end of the day, what I'm starting to see it as is you can't handle truth. I tell you what it is. I tell you how I feel. That's it. To be honest, I'm kind of a comical person in life. I got a sense of humor. I laugh at shit. I be trolling. I laugh and I troll. White man said some slick shit about my dick getting cut off. I said, you would like that, huh? You fucking descendant of a fucking slave chain runner. I told him that. I told him that. I told him that. I said, you would like that, huh? But it's just being real. It's not a thing of disrespect. If you consider that as disrespect, that's on you. I can't help you. I can't help that. But I know for a fact that at the end of the day, people gonna call it what they want to call it. They gonna feel how they want to feel about it. And I just don't care no more. Fuck do I care? And my life got stepped on. What the fuck do I care for? What the fuck wrong with people? You think I'm really supposed to care about how you feel about what come out of my mouth? You think people really think I am supposed to care about the disrespect and I'm talking about Ooh, the poisoning, the witchcraft, the black magic. You think I care that y'all disrespected Jesus twice or tried to do it twice? You think I care that y'all would attempt this twice? Not once, twice. And then think that it was all, he can handle it. You think I care? Y'all didn't care about Jesus being at church talking about Jesus and y'all. You know what I heard somebody say today? He said, a black man asked a white man, he said, what's something in the Bible that most people don't know? White man in the church said, shit, I don't know, I don't read the Bible. But they want to try to judge me from the Bible. These same people. And you think I care? These are the same people now. That's why I say God bless their heart. They know not what they do. I'm talking about people got filthy rich off me. And you think I care about what I say that comes off my mind as far as what I see, what I feel, what I hear, and what I think. You think that I care? Don't worry, Cat Williams, I'll wait. Because like I said, they could say jealous, all this, that, and the third all day long, right? They could say I'm jealous of them punishing every bitch they see, right? They could say I'm jealous of that. But I'm gonna ask this question, and I want you to be, I want people to be sincere about this now. I want you to really sincerely take your time and think about this. Think about that now. Think about this when it comes up. Is my jealousy gonna stop your boyfriend from blacking your fucking eye if he caught you cheating? It's not even about the fact that I call it or allowed it. It's the fact that they'll call me jealous behind it. You know what people's best bet to do? Stop trying to call me jealous. Stop trying to make me seem like I'm jealous of something that, you know what I'm jealous of? I'm jealous of a man with a good wife, beautiful kids, a beautiful house, a beautiful car, and a beautiful dog. I'm not jealous of a nigga with 1,000 houses, 1,000 kids, 1,000 wives, 1,000 cars. I'm not jealous of that. Because that's not who I want to be. So you can't make me jealous of something like that. What I'm saying is, people got a hard understanding of how that affects my life. Now, I don't expect no man to understand what I'm going through. This is my shoes, and I gotta walk them fully. You feel what I'm saying? These size fit specifically for me. I don't expect no man or woman to understand where I'm coming from. I don't expect you to understand. The only thing any man and any woman is supposed to understand is anything that is above them, which is God. To understand something, that means I stand under. That don't necessarily mean comprehend. Comprehend and understand is two different things. When you understand something in a general sense, in a cultural norm sense, that means comprehend. But when you understand, when I say it, I don't understand, that means I'm not under what you're trying to put above me. Either we on the same level or I'm above it. And I'm not above God. Whatever God got planned in my life, I'm not above that. I say that openly to the public of YouTube on my platform. I'm not above God. I'm not above the Most High. I'm not above that. I'm not above the Creator. But I damn sure ain't below the devil. I damn sure am not the devil. They say that my anointing got ripped from me to, I guess what, Jason's son? Jason's son? So I haven't even met this man to be jealous of him. What I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if people could say that I'm not prioritizing my life to get myself going, and therefore I don't need to have a. That's crazy. So let me ask another question. Why do some of you bitches get with some of them broke niggas, have babies with them, and then say, oh, then point at me like I ain't got my life together? Half these bitches get with niggas that ain't got shit going on. At least I'm applying myself. I get up every day, go look for a job. Every day, whether it's on my phone or I go in the place and go look and go talk to somebody. I figured I'd give it a postponed break right now because a lot of the places saying it's the holidays, you know, everybody trying to, you know, just celebrating, you know, Christmas and things of that nature. So I'm not necessarily trying to go out my way to look for a job right now. I actually got a job. That's besides the point. What I'm saying is this. Because truth be told, if people would do things the way they were supposed to be doing it, instead of trying to delay me, I'd have been on my shit right now. I'd have been on my shit, you feel me? But niggas know that about me, though. Niggas know, like, that's why motherfuckers know that about me. People that know me, though. What I'm getting is judgment from a bunch of YouTubers and Facebookers and content creator makers and shit like that. That's where my judgment is coming from. That's why I don't give a fuck about what they talking about, because these is people who don't know me. They don't know me. They never had a 5-minute conversation with me. They never dealt with me one-on-one with life experiences, never partnered with me. So I don't expect them to actually, like I said, to understand me. But what I do expect from grown folks is comprehension. Comprehension comes with intellect. So, you know, whatever this downfall or whatever this may be, you know what I'm saying? Like, because people keep saying I'm blocking people's blessings, I'm blocking this, I'm blocking that. I ain't blocking nothing from nobody. Only thing I do is speak my mind, speak my peace. I ain't blocking shit from nobody. Just like they can't block me. They can try, but they ain't gonna block me. You gonna show me prejudice because of what the world knows they did? God bless your heart, though, man. God bless everybody. Because I speak this from a neutral standpoint. I ain't even talking with no emotion right now. I'm kind of sleepy. But, you know, God bless, you know, because like I said, I've done good things, and I ain't no terrible person, and that's what I know at heart. I know I ain't as terrible as what they trying to make me out to be. All they doing is the same shit that y'all keep allowing the system to do. You keep allowing good black men to sink, and it's gonna keep happening. Generation after generation, black men come here to make the better change, and what do y'all do? Y'all sink them. Y'all, not me, y'all. How the fuck can I throw away a blessing that's mine? It's mine. Wow, that's like saying I got $1 million. I got $1 million and I throw it in the trash. Who the fuck would do that? I give it to somebody before I throw it in the trash. And if I did, it's mine. Like, people don't understand that, like, you can't, like, people trying to play a trick. People trying to play a trick, right? They're trying to play this trick. They're trying to play this trick, right? They're trying to play this game, right? A game that they threw me in, and I just had to basically play it. I didn't even realize I was playing the fucking game, because I don't really play games like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get on the Xbox if I want to play a fucking game. You get what I'm saying? I'll go get a Sudoku puzzle or some shit like that. I'm not really into games like that. I used to be, but nowadays it's like I'm more into growth, and that's one thing. Like I said, people don't respect. Like, I'd rather grow with a black woman. I'd rather be with my women, my people. I'd rather be. But do you know how they treat me? Because they think that I don't think like them. I come from where they come from. I done been piss poor before. That's why I don't understand why they think, because I was one of the ones who actually picked up books, wanted to learn. Not even just picked up books, because it ain't really about picking up books. What it's about is you wanting to know more. You wanting to know more, you know what I'm saying? And they think that I don't want to know more, but I want to be prepared. I want to be ready. I don't want to go in school, like I don't want to go sign up for school and I don't have some type of money together to pay my student loans, shit of that nature. I want to be prepared. So why would I just take the biggest risk of doing something of that nature to put me in the biggest debt that I can't pay? That's like people signing off on shit, knowing they can't pay it, and then lose it. Not only do they lose what they signed for, they in debt now because they couldn't pay it. Why would I keep putting myself in that type of position? It's all about, see, people think I'm not responsible or I don't hold accountability, but I hold more than they really actually want to admit. They don't gotta admit it because they don't see it. They don't see it the way I see it. So it's like, fuck if they admit it, because at the end of the day, I know, like, I'm not about to. Who the fuck does that? They think I signed it. I wrote a check that my ass can't cash. I didn't write no check. I was the check. Y'all got whole reparations through me, boy. Not even just through me, just through you. If you've ever been locked up through coercion, you can get reparations. That ain't got nothing to do with slavery no more. That's now, here and today. That happens every day. Every day. Every day. A nigga gets locked up through coercion. And it's not the police officer's fault. It's the police fault. Now, if you don't know what police means private policy of 1938, because that's when the police was initially established in 1938. Because before then, it was just the Federal Bureau. A lot of people don't know that. It was just the FBI. And then they made like, well, you had your county sheriffs and shit like that. You had that. And that was just, you had your county sheriffs, then you had your deputies. But as far as cops, police, like officers, that got ran a different way through a more breakdown of like town ordinance. First and foremost, this is the day of Sabbath, so it is the day of resting and teaching and learning. So I'm gonna teach along the way, right? So the police department is part, like when you got your city police, because it was just counties. So the individuals that run the county is the sheriff's office. The individuals that run the town is the police department. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference. That's the difference. The county officers like Dorchester County or Wayne County, right? Wayne County is responsible for its county line. Now, you got different cities within Wayne County, I believe. I'm not from here, so I'm not sure. But like Dorchester County, right, where I'm from originally. You got Somerville. They got Somerville Police Department. You got Ridgeville. Ridgeville got its own police department. And those are police. Those are police. They enforce private policy. No, excuse me. They enforce public policy. They enforce public policy. That's what police means. Police is 2 words. Public policy, for the public. Hold on, let me make sure I got that right. Because private policy is for public people, right? And public policy is for private people. We're originally natural and private individuals with living souls. The entity is the corporation, your birth certificate. They don't like to admit what it is, because if they do, then they would have to admit that, they're running a scheme. But a corporate fiction can only deal with a corporate fiction. That's why when you get locked up, they have to have ID credentials to lock you up. Let me put it like this. If you go to jail and you don't give them your ID and you don't give them no fingerprint, they can't charge you. I don't give a fuck if 1,000 people point and say that's him. Per the policy of how the court is regulated, they have to have a fingerprint. They have to have a artificial person to charge. They have to have something like this. They have to have something. They have to have it. 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 If they don't have it, if I got locked up right now and I have my ID and I don't give them my name and I don't give them no fingerprint, what the fuck can they do? Even if they have my name, they have to verify it through fingerprint. Why you think when you go to booking you get fingerprinted? They have to verify who you are. They don't tell you these things, but trust me, I've been locked up in Detroit 3 times. 3 times. I've been locked up 3 fucking times, and I got out every time. Because I don't give them jurisdiction over me. Until they change these laws, I'm not giving them jurisdiction over shit. They need to change these laws. They need to change them. For real. Because you got niggas getting locked up for weed that they making medically. As long as they taxing it, they can. You get what I'm saying? See, this was Jesus' mission. See, that's why Jesus was flipping them tax tables in them churches and shit. They say I'm a person that brings chaos into another person's world, right? Right? But it's not that, because I go in places like this morning. I went to the church. You know, I had shit on my mind, so I was quiet. And I give people what they want. I give them what they want, and they still act crazy with me. It's crazy. They still pop slick shit. They still act arrogant against me. And then when I say something, it's, oh, you ain't peaceful. You chaotic. You this, that, and the third. Well, when I was peaceful, what? Don't nobody, that's what I'm saying. And that's why I hate how the world functions, because don't nobody respect it until you get violent. Nobody respect it. Nobody actually say, man, leave him alone. He ain't fucking with nobody. Leave him alone. I heard one person in that church that I went to, one person say it. Man, he ain't fucking with nobody. Leave him alone. He ain't even bothering nobody. Leave him alone. He playing his little music. He get in the shower. Get something to eat. He ain't fucking with nobody. He ain't even talking about nobody. I be doing thinking, and I think out loud. I just happen to hear it sometimes. But it's like, that's the problem. That's the problem. And I reached out to the public just for help, and they chose what they chose. And I get it, and I ain't mad. It's just the point, like, they saying they ripping my anointing from me to David, from me to, I guess, Jason's son, I guess, like Saul and David. But the thing about this is, if I knew that was my fucking nephew, well, I don't care about my nephew fucking 1,000 hoes. What I want to know is, why you got 1,000 hoes running through me to get to you? Why you don't just advertise, go put it on a billboard or something? That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's not jealousy. It's just the fact it interferes with my life. It interferes with what I got going on. You got 1,000 hoes coming to me to get to you. Instead of just, like I said, you got 1 million hoes sponsoring you, helping you, every which way, shape, and form. What do you need me for? If I'm such the loser, I'm such the nobody, why do they fuck with me? Why do they make it a thing to nitpick with me? Why do people do that? Why? I don't know. But to say that I'm jealous, I feel like the obsession is more with me than anything. I'm not obsessed with what they do. I actually wake up and just say, fuck it, it is what it is. I focus on my own problems. It's just the point. They're like, oh, well, he ain't got his priorities together to say this, that, and the third. Well, the last 10 niggas you was with ain't had their priorities together, but you fucked them because he looked good, right? Okay, so I can't have that privilege? That's basically what they telling me. They're taking privileges from me to give to them and just saying I'm undeserving. Why? Because they said I judged people, I talked about people, I was disrespectful out loud, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Fuck it. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain. There's not nothing they can say about me right now that's gonna keep me from going to where I need to go. You can call me, bruh, you can call me goddamn R. Kelly. You can call me P. Diddy. I mean, you can call me anything under the fucking sun. It is not going to stop me from going where I need to go and doing what I need to do. Because now that I got what I need to do it, I'm going to do it. But I just feel like at the end of the day, you know, people need, especially black people, I encourage this. Stop, just because a nigga ain't from the street, stop trying to send him to jail because of some shit y'all. Why would you? That's like trying. Now, I could see if I was some mass murderer or, you know, somebody, but that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all applaud that. People applaud that. The streets applaud that. Or the more bodies you got, the more, you know, you. The only thing about bodies is you incarnate that spirit. If you ain't never noticed, a nigga that's actually killed is strong. They're strong. You literally snatch a soul when you kill. A lot of niggas don't know that. So, you know, that's why it's glorified, but they don't even understand why. They just, oh, he got them bodies, he got them hats. I don't got no bodies under my belt. I'll beat your ass though. I'll put these paws on you for sure. Like, but for me to go that far, you did something to me. You aggressed me, cause I don't aggress nobody. You know what I'm saying? Not to the point where they feel like they gotta kill me. They just don't like the way I talk. They don't like the way I deliver truth. But like I said, man, like, y'all gotta understand, and I don't really care what y'all do. Y'all gotta comprehend something though. The more you send, you got people here coming here to do shit, man. Why? Because if it exposes the darkness, why stop it? Because I wouldn't even care if my darkness got exposed. It don't matter. If they expose it, oh well, it's exposed. Let's get to the bottom of it. I'm not about the problem, I'm about the solution. Let's get to the bottom of this. If they say I'm so obsessed with what they're doing or what they got going on, okay, let's get to the bottom of it. But nobody wants to talk to me. Nobody actually wants to have a one-on-one with me and sit down and let's get something actually productive going from the situation. You know what they did? They got something productive going behind my back. Behind things they said I did. But y'all gotta stop selling black men out like that. That's why I look at niggas and be like, y'all disrespect the tribe. Y'all talking about the 12 tribes of Israel, and then y'all disrespect the tribe. Jesus was part of the tribe. They disrespect that man. Why? Because he came to and he was telling the truth. He was giving it how he was. He wasn't biting his tongue. He was telling them people in the synagogue, y'all hypocrites. Y'all liars. Y'all deceitful. Y'all manipulators. He was telling them that. He ain't bite his tongue. Jesus ain't bite his fucking tongue. Jesus was one of the biggest gangsters known to man. Dog, Jesus was in the street. Peter and Paul and them boy taught swords and knives and shit. They was with the bullshit, bro. A lot of people don't know that. The Israelites with the bullshit. Just because we ain't street gangs, that does not mean but Muslims is with the bullshit. I'm gonna tell you like this, and if you ain't never been to prison, I'm gonna tell you something. You go to prison, fuck with one of the Muslims if you want to. Go in there and fuck with one of the Muslims if you want to. See how the fuck they come at your ass. You gonna either leave out the dorm peacefully, or you hurt one of their brothers without righteous cause, or without lining it up with them. Oh man. See, this the problem. I ain't no prison head. I just done been, so I know. See, people don't have like the structure out here. There's no structure out here. People do what the fuck they want to do. There's no structure. From the men to the women to the children. There's no real structure. They think I go around doing what I want to do. No, I go around doing what I need to do. I don't go around doing what I want to do. Because if I went around doing what I want to do, I'd have been flipped shit upside down. That's why I look at people and I kind of laugh. Like, what do you mean doing? Oh, he goes and says what he want to says and does what he want to do. No, I don't. Y'all allowing them to do whatever they want to do and just trying to make me the downfall for it. God bless your heart, though. I'm a bob and weave them bitch every time. I'm a bob and weave them bitch every time. You know why? Because I know people intent. I know what they doing. I ain't no dummy. You go play with your boyfriend or your child like that. Don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that. I'm not no pedophile. I'm not no sexual predator. If I tell a bitch she look good in a $1,000 outfit, or she got a nice shape and I say it, I'm wrong. Bitch, cover your shape then. What else you want me to say? What else you want me to do? Go be like the Muslims and cover your body. If you don't want the compliment, or if you don't want people looking at you, you put it on so you can get looked at, or so you can look at yourself. Either or, you go and get looked at. You're not gonna be the only one looking at your own body. You get what I'm saying? That's like me coming out in a fucking Fendi outfit. You don't think half the bitches walking gonna watch me? You don't think so? They watch me now. I be wearing average shit. I got a little Eddie Bauer and shit like that. You know, I like Eddie Bauer though. I kind of see them the type of clothing lines I like, because it's classical, it's plain, but it's not cheap. Truth be told, I don't even like the label on it. I don't even want people to know I'm rocking Eddie Bauer. That's the type of designer I like wearing, because I don't really wear designer clothes. I don't really wear designer. I wear designer like accessories, but I don't even wear the clothes like that. Like, I'll get it if I got it to spare. But I walk right in Route 21 and look like a millionaire. So it's more of a thing of just, you know, stop just willingly sacrificing people for what y'all want. Cause what we need the reparations. We need that. And if we don't need it, I'm gonna try for it. Like I said, because I done did it before. You can look up my case law. I done tried for it. They just turned me down. I actually went, boy, people don't know, boy, that shit is not no simple process. Like, I know the struggles of a lawyer. Like, when you are your own lawyer in jail, writing up this paperwork, bro, you gotta be on a timely fashion. You gotta make timely notices. You gotta, bro, it's a lot to that shit, bro. I started from the lower realm courts, the general session courts, started my complaints there, went to the state court, because the attorney general of the state, by definition, attorney general is basically like, it's basically the state attorney. It's the state's attorney. So if you got a case, like any case that says the state versus such and such and such, you're really supposed to be dealing with the attorney general. The attorney general is the ones that actually approve of those forms. If you look at the form. See, I done did all my research to this shit. This shit gonna be easy when it come to it now. That's why I ain't really stressing this situation. It's already won. The shit already in the bag. If I gotta do it again though, I'm gonna make sure they give my people a building. I'm gonna make sure they get my people off this fucking ground, bro. They worrying about me. They need to get these people off the ground, bro. We supposed to be living high vibes out here in the cold on the ground. That don't make sense to me. But I mean, if it makes sense to them, I'm not saying don't be happy. I'm not saying that now. What I'm saying is, let's have some accountability. Let's like, instead of focusing on me, somebody who is actually targeting who I need to target, because they think I'm targeting them. I'm not targeting them. I really could care less who a bitch fuck if she ain't my bitch. I could really care less. The funny thing is, the motherfuckers that come on here and say that I'm jealous, they should really care less if I'm jealous or not if they don't like me. What is it to you that I'm jealous of somebody else? These is questions they don't ask, so they just look at it as, oh, he just jealous, he's salty, he gonna die mad, well, I'm gonna die with a smile on my motherfucking face. I'm gonna die happy. I'm gonna die a man. I ain't dying like no little boy, I ain't dying like no little bitch, I ain't dying no jealous nigga. And plenty bitches out here. If one don't want me, fuck her, I'm gone. That's how I play it. I'm as kind as I possibly can, but if she ain't down for the get down, fuck it. You feel me? at the end of the day, I just know it. Like, it was a lesson learned from a lot of things. Just focus on me. Like, the fucked up part about it is you think I just get the credentials I need to go and do what I need to do, and you think you gonna try. People think they gonna try to stop me because of, oh, he was loud and disrespectful. Oh, shit on him, step on him. It wouldn't bother me though. Like, that shit, like, people don't understand my life. They don't know me. All my fucking childhood, my OGs and niggas older than me got girls that I like. So it never really bothered me. It's just the point that why continue to do it? Why continue to use my childhood traumas against me? When it really don't affect me like people think. It's just when you think it's trying to affect me, that's when I affect you. Like, when niggas think that they slick enough to say some slick shit as far as my well-being, that's when I check it. Because I know they ain't gonna do nothing. It's just the point you saying it. That's all. That's the only reason why I respond the way that I respond. I know they ain't gonna do nothing. But I check them because it's like, nigga, what you saying something for if you ain't gonna do nothing? They, like, just like they saying, well, why are you saying reparations this if you ain't going for it, if you ain't going for the risk, if you ain't... I done did it. They don't understand. Like, they don't get it. They don't get it. But I'm gonna basically do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Because the way this is looking, the way this is turning out is, I can see if I was being replaced. No, they want to see me be replaced and fall because they feel like I'm blocking them from being who they want to be. But the funny thing about it is, why did they take from me for them to be what they wanted to be? If you got 1,000 hoes helping you, if you got 1,000 niggas helping you, you got family and friends helping you, my family and friends helping you, what the fuck do you need to touch what's mine for? Whether it's spiritually, emotionally, mentally, intellectually, financially, materialistically, what do you touch? That's like saying, I got $1 million. I'm gonna go touch somebody's $5. You look like a clown. It's point blank period. It ain't nothing about jealousy and nothing. You look like a clown. That's what clowns do. That's why I say I don't care how much money a nigga get, bro. I don't care. If you do clown shit, you be a clown to me. If I had $1 million, bro, what the fuck I look like touching somebody $5 fucking? What I look like fucking with a loser if I got $1 million? What I look like nitpicking with a loser if I got $1 million? What am I manipulating a loser for if I got 1,000 hoes, 1,000 niggas, 1,000 houses, 1,000 cars, 1,000 this, 1,000 that? Don't worry, Cat Williams, I'll wait. It ain't nothing about being no bitch. If I'm such a bitch, you put your hand on me like a bitch and see what the fuck happened. I'm not that bitch y'all think that I am now. I keep trying to tell y'all that. Y'all keep turning around telling feds, oh, this the bitch, this bitch, that. It was her. The feds gonna have a long time looking for her. I mean, a long time. They gonna be looking for her I'm talking about for the next generation. I'm talking about for eons. I'm talking about for eons. Cause first I was a her, then I was a white boy, then I'm a crazy white bitch. They don't even know what to call me. You confusing them people. They gonna come lock me up there. I'll be right here.